One of the worst things about family gatherings is when I see the men of my family and I see them for the first time and it's been a while. I always inevitably forget whether we established the last time we saw each other, whether we're going in for the handshake or whether we're going in for the hug. And it's kind of a precarious thing about being the men in the family. You have to establish early on if you're going for the handshake or the hug. And what always ends up happening is we go for this weird kind of hybrid, and we just look like two walruses trying to have a thumb war. I hate it. Welcome to Rumble Book Club. I'm your host, Michael Hernandez, and this is the show where a normal guy like me can talk about interesting books I've read, old and new, good and bad. So if you like the show, you like the content, you like the books that I talk about, or maybe you just have really awkward encounters with the male members of your family too. Well, you've come to the right place, my friend. You can follow us on Twitter, Twitter, and TikTok, as well as Parler, and you can subscribe, you can follow us on Rumble and YouTube. But more importantly, be a part of the conversation. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit the little bell, and let me know what you think about the show. Let me know what you think about the books that I read, and let me know if you think I'm wrong on my commentary or right. You know, this is a book club. I want to know what you think. So today we're going to take a look at a interesting book. It was a new release as of about 6 months ago, but it sold out like within the first 24 hours. So today is day one of it coming back on the market as kind of a reprint. And I thought I'd give it a shot. Today we're going to take a look at Johnny the Walrus by Matt Walsh, illustrated by Kay Reese. It's a children's book. This is the first children's book by Matt Walsh. He's the host of the Matt Walsh Show. He's the host of a new docuseries called What is a Woman? And he's written other books, including Church of Cowards, which I've also done a review on, and The Unholy Trinity, which I've yet to read. But let's take a look. So as far as the aesthetics, I think this is just what you need for a kid's book. You know, you got bright yellow colors, bubble letters here. You got your main character, simple author and illustrator. That's all you need. Perfect. So as far as the aesthetics goes, perfect score. 10 out of 10. Now, taking a look at the readability, it's set in kind of a rough rhyme scheme. Typically, it'll go rhyme for rhyme across the pages. The actual style of the rhyming, it doesn't have as good a flow as Dr. Seuss book would, but keep in mind Dr. Seuss was doing this for like 50 years. So considering this is his first children's book and he's kind of setting that tempo, the rhyme scheme and all that, I'm allowed to give him some grace there. But overall, the readability is great. The storyline flows really well. So my kids got a kick out of it. I'm sure yours will too. So as far as the readability goes, great score. 8 out of 10. I look like a walrus, right? Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the content. So the story is kind of a quick-paced story about a little boy, Johnny, and him and his mom is really what the story is centralized around. And he's a kid with a big imagination. He likes pretending he's an iguana or a bird or a walrus. And as he's pretending to be a walrus one day, and that the wood floor is the ocean and the carpet's the sand, his mom thinks it's cute, snaps a photo, posts it online, says, "Oh, look at my son, it's so cute." He thinks he's pretending to be a walrus. And then she gets hit with this deluge of people that say, like, "How dare you say he's just pretending? He's actually a walrus. You need to, stand up for your son's right to be a walrus." And so she gets so just shook by all these people just like pummeling her, telling her she's hateful for not actually making him transition into a walrus, that she actually starts to do it. Like, she goes to see a doctor. He says, "All right, well, you can put this gray makeup on his skin and put socks on his hands. That way they're more like fins, and put spoons up in his mouth to where like they're actually like tusks." And then like it gets pretty dark during one of the pages where the doctor is like, it shows like this dark cast light, says, "Whoa, we could also do a surgical procedure to turn your hands into fins." You're just like, whoa, that's kind of creepy. But it's not bloody or anything, but my kids kind of got a kick out of that page. But eventually, the kid like is able to say like, "I don't want to do this," and mom kind of knows something's wrong. And so there's this zookeeper that looks kind of suspiciously like Matt Walsh. So Matt, did you have anything to do with that? The zookeeper, who again looks like Matt Walsh, turns around and says, like, tells the mom, like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you actually talking about?" He's a kid. He thinks he's a walrus, and it kind of snaps sense into her, and it has a happy ending where she understands at the end that he's just playing pretend. He's a child. He doesn't understand who and what he is. It's up to his mother to actually lead the way as a parent. So it's got a little moral and conservative moral of the story, but the story itself is actually funny. It's witty. I really like it. So as far as the content goes, perfect score. 10 out of 10. I got this book at johnnythewalrus.com. I ordered it beforehand. That way it would be here on release day. I'm really glad I got it. My kids loved it. I enjoyed reading it. It's fun. I'll probably read it to them again. It'll probably be kind of a regular in the cycle of books that I read to my kids during bedtime. Again, you can find this book on Amazon or at johnnythewalrus.com. I highly recommend it. The book is Johnny the Walrus by Matt Walsh. Go get yourself a copy. Thanks for watching, everybody. And go read something. Yeah, Matt, please don't cancel me for giving you an 8 on the readability. You deserved it. You deserve the 8.